From center court here outside, it is 3XBA Championship Day today here on SWX, and we are so excited to be back under the pavilion after having to spend our pool play day indoors. Hi everybody, joined by Shaniqua Nillis, I'm Austin Getz. This is going to be a very fun day. 4 quarterfinal matchups coming up, 2 semis, and the championship. Shaniqua, this is going to be a lot of fun. So glad to be back outside to get these players and these teams the atmosphere they deserve for this championship.
Yeah, absolutely. This is the environment that they deserve, and we saw a lot of high-level, high-paced activity indoors, and I'm excited for everybody to see them here today.
All right, let's get to our first championship game. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our first of 4 quarterfinal matchups today at 3XBA Spokane 2026. It features the team wearing the white uniforms, C2J2, and the team in the black uniforms, the Fantastic Four. Let's meet the teams first for C2J2. From Tennessee, number 25, Jewel Spear. From Columbia University, number 26, Camille Zimmerman. From Tennessee, number 29, Cierra Burdick. And from Tennessee, number 47, Jaime Nared. Now for the Fantastic Four. From Baylor, number 1, Aaronette Vonleh. From Creighton, number 11, Morgan Maly. From Baylor, number 30, Bella Fontleroy. And from Yale, number 40, Roxy Barahman. The winner of this game will advance to the semi-final round. So we are ready to go. Talking about these two teams, obviously different sides of the bracket, the different pools after playing 3 games yesterday. C2J2 won 2 games and lost 1 game, including an overtime win against Team Pressure. Meanwhile, the Fantastic Four dropped their first 2 games, but finished the day with a very impressive showing against Team Flight to pick up a 22-12 win. Obviously, these two teams, Shanique, were probably familiar playing with each other or playing against each other, but this is the first time these 4 have faced these 4, at least here at 3XBA Spokane.
Yeah, definitely, and I'm excited to see Camille Zimmerman. I thought she had a great day yesterday, just being offensively minded and aggressive. And then for the Fantastic Four, I thought Roxy Barahman had a great end to her day. Let's see if she can keep that momentum going today.
And we are underway under the pavilion, back outdoors where this tournament should be played here at Hoopfest. On the inside, that's Zimmerman on the offensive rebound. Turns, puts up the second chance shot. That won't go. The rebound by Fontleroy. She clears it out. Now for the folks watching at home, you may know the rules, but also our audio is being piped out to the crowd here at Hoopfest. So we're going to take a moment to explain the rules as Roxy Barahman knocks down her first shot. Now this is a little bit different than what you see at center court. You'll notice there is a 12-second shot clock as Jaime Nared knocks down a 2. The scoring is first to 21, or who is in front after the 10-minute game clock expires. There are no halves as Aaronette Vonleh checks in with a basket. This is just one 10-minute long period, and that is it for the game as Zimmerman drives, goes up with the left hand and scores it. You'll notice that there's no checking up after a made basket. The team on defense takes the ball out of the net. You have to clear it out past the three-point line. It is the second three-point line as that goes out of bounds. It'll go back up top to the Fantastic Four. The second three-point line, the dark line on the sport court, is what you have to clear out past. You don't have to take it to the blue line like at Hoopfest. You can clear it right into the corner if you choose. And like we said, a 12-second shot clock, you have to go fast. That clock starts as soon as a team gains possession, even if it's right under their basket. So you look here, the shot clock already down to 4. Pull up, Jewel Spear. Now that is a long 1. Shot off the mark, but an offensive rebound and then a foul. And it'll send Cierra Burdick to the line. There are no individual fouls. There are only team fouls. You shoot 1 free throw on a fouled 1-point shot. You shoot 2 free throws on a fouled 2-point shot. And again, we'll clear up some of those rules as they come along. But Shaniqua, one thing that we already knew, but we saw yesterday re-emphasizes how fast this game goes.
Yeah, you have to be very efficient offensively, no wasted movements. You want to get actions going early. You see a blur screen there, trying to get the ball inside to Vonleh.
Vonleh spins one way, then the other, and knocks it down. These teams shooting at a very high percentage so far. A 4-2 lead for C2J2. Spear drives, goes off window and in. Jules Spear with a good start. Now all 4 players from C2J2 have scored. Morgan Maly unable to convert there as a rebound taken into the corner by Jules Spear. Flared out over to Jaime Nared. Nared steps back, foot on the line, would have been a 1, instead a miss, and Burdick the rebound again, crashing the offensive glass, falling away in the paint, puts the shot up, no good. Vonleh had the rebound. Fontleroy takes it to the corner. Maly, couple of jabs, already down to 5 on the shot clock, takes a shot from the free throw line, a bit short. Burdick clears it out to Spear, now over to Nared, back to Spear. Drives the lane, and will draw the foul. Vonleh preventing the easy look. Second team foul on the Fantastic Four. C2J2 leading 5-2. All teams had 3 pool play games yesterday, and all 8 teams were seeded based on those results and made it to the quarterfinal round. But from here on out, it is single elimination. Win or proverbial go home. We got a foul going against C2J2. That'll be the first team foul on them. It'll go back up top to the Fantastic Four. 7.5 minutes remaining. Now, you do see some games hit that 10-minute mark, but I'd say it's pretty rare with how fast the scoring goes, as that's a great defensive play by Camille Zimmerman to block that shot.
There's not a lot of dead balls that happen in this play, so every time you're going to see those substitutions made, trying to take advantage of whatever breaks they can.
Now just 2 on the shot clock here because it doesn't reset after the block, so that is going to lead to a shot clock violation. I believe we had a bit of a late start, but it does end in the violation, so the ball will go over now to C2J2. Here, great crowd still hanging around after our dunk contest qualifier. You may have been watching earlier on SWX. Now our first of what will eventually be 7 games to crown a champion of 3XBA Spokane 2026. That one goes out of bounds after hitting the top of the backboard.
Another rule that's different from Hoopfest rules, Austin, is that players don't have to make an initial pass in to start their offensive possession. You can attack right off the jump.
And a lot of times when you see those situations where a possession will start with just 2 or 1 on the shot clock, a lot of times you have to take that immediate shot to avoid a violation. That's going to send Morgan Maly to the line. You get a look here at the foul. 5-3 still here. C2J2 ended their day with an overtime win, a buzzer beater. Shouldn't say a buzzer beater, I guess it was just the game winner in OT by Cierra Burdick. Here's Morgan Maly on the line. Her last game yesterday, the lone win for the Fantastic Four on pool play day. She had 7 points and knocks that one down at the charity stripe. Inside, Nared battling for position, does finally get the call. We'll see if they count the basket on the ground, so they won't count the basket. And that will bring us to a media timeout. There's also 2 media timeouts. The first comes at our first dead ball under 7 minutes. The second comes at our first dead ball under 4 minutes. So 5-4. And this is kind of what we saw yesterday, Shaniqua. Those first games of the day, maybe while the legs are fresh and you're a bit more on it on defense, are some of the ones that might be more likely to end at the 10-minute mark rather than the 21-point mark.
Yeah, I think both teams just trying to figure out what's working best, what actions they're finding most success in. I'm not surprised that the Fantastic Four are trying to get Aaronette Vonleh going early. She's such a presence inside. But with C2J2, they have so many threats as well. Jaime Nared capable of giving Vonleh a challenge. Jules Spear, I've been impressed with her getting downhill as well.
So this will be C2J2 ball. It's Camille Zimmerman getting ready to handle it. Burdick faces, looking for the back cut. Nared drives, reverse layup, will go. 3 points for Jaime Nared already. The screen, Fontleroy, pull up, 1-point jumper, no good, gets her own miss, and she'll take it out to the arc. Maybe was hunting the 3, instead goes over to Morgan Maly. Maly will drive, draws contact, knocks it down. So 6-5. C2J2 on offense here, leading by 1 as we tick down towards 6.5 minutes remaining. Burdick wide open underneath and knocks it down. Maly over to Bella Fontleroy. She'll cross over, spins in the lane, goes up, banks it home. Now all 4 players for both teams have already hit the score sheet. Cierra Burdick over to Nared, down to 4 on the shot clock. Got to go quick here. The spin puts it up to beat the horn. Can't connect Fontleroy. Another rebound. Off a screen from Aaronette Vonleh. Here's Maly, passes it inside, tipped around, and Burdick chases it down. Zimmerman drives, kicks it out. Burdick got to think about a shot here. Down to 3, down to 2. Zimmerman. That shot will miss and go out of bounds. It'll go back up top for the Fantastic Four, who could tie or take the lead on this possession. C2J2 leading 7-6.
Again, 12 seconds on the shot clock is not a lot of time, folks, but to be able to get so many actions in offensively and just keep that ball moving is really important for these athletes.
Roxy Barahman back on the floor for the Fantastic Four. Kicks it out, down to 5. That is a 2, would have put her team in front. It's off the mark. Nared comes down with the rebound. Spear all the way up top with it. Zimmerman drives, goes over top and scores it. Puts her team back in front by 2, tipped out of bounds. And that will be Fantastic Four ball up top. 5:14 remaining here in our first quarterfinal game of the day. You get another look at the basket there by Zimmerman. Morgan Maly over to Roxy Barahman. 11 points in the final game of the day yesterday for the Fantastic Four. Takes the jumper here. Tipped around. Tied up, but it will be C2J2 ball. Zimmerman gets her defender in the air, drives, goes up and under and scores it. Camille Zimmerman with 3 points now and fighting for that ball, nearly got the takeaway. Pestering Morgan Maly all the way out back. Maly steps into the 2. That one missed everything, goes out of bounds. It's a 9-6 lead for C2J2, and they'll take over on offense here.
Again, great work by Zimmerman, not only on her initial drive, but kind of using her body as a shield to get underneath the rim and finish.
Kick out, Burdick for 2. Knocks it down. Cierra Burdick checks in with her first 2-pointer of the day, extends the lead to 5. And we got a foul on the inside committed by the Fantastic Four. That'll be the 3rd. You do have bonus here as we look at the Cierra Burdick 3. Once you get to 7 team fouls, teams are in the bonus. No individual fouls. That's like Hoopfest. You can't foul out individually. Bella Fontleroy lines up the 2. That won't go. Offensive rebound for a moment before Burdick comes away with it for C2J2. Over to Jewel Spear. Spear behind the back, into the paint, goes up, and draws the foul. She'll go to the free throw line. Down to 4:14. Both teams have 1 timeout to use should they choose to. And again, we're coming towards our final media timeout at the under 4. 11-6 lead. And Jewel Spear trying to add to it at the free throw line. Spear's freebie is good. It is 12-6 the lead for C2J2. Aaronette Vonleh kicks it out. Maly thought about the 2, down to 5, drives inside. Morgan Maly will score it right at the rim. Zimmerman inside, Burdick. Burdick faces up, takes the jumper, goes off window, can't get it to go. Barahman the rebound, and will dribble it out to clear. Goes right back inside. Vonleh's got positions, got the basket and the foul.
Great work by Vonleh, just burying Zimmerman early.
Bring us to our media timeout. Big moment here coming up after the media timeout, Shaniqua, as Aaronette Vonleh will be shooting. You do have and 1 in the 3XBA game. So a chance here for Vonleh to cut the lead down to 3, which isn't small, but it's not insignificant either in the 3XBA game when you have under 4 minutes to play total.
Yeah, absolutely. You have to be mindful that every possession matters going forward. And I think something that I'm just so impressed with these athletes is you have to be a three-way scorer offensively, but then you also have to have such a high IQ to be able to run so many different actions offensively, and then also to be switched onto stronger, bigger, faster players and still be able to hold your own. So it's a lot to ask in a 12-second shot clock span, but these athletes are the best at what they do.
Vonleh, a third-round pick in the 2025 WNBA draft by Dallas. Goes to the free throw line, trying to trim this lead down to 3. And she's able to convert. So now you need a stop if you're the Fantastic Four. C2J2 back on offense. Burdick already has the 2, goes to Zimmerman. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Zimmerman working in the post. Follow-away jumper is good. Camille Zimmerman can't miss. 4 points now. Inside, Vonleh seals off her man, but a great contest by Jaime Nared. Vonleh will get it back and go back to the line for another 2-point play opportunity.
Just great work to not give up on that play. Follows her own miss up. Another and one opportunity for her.
5 points already for Vonleh. Her highest in pool play was 6 against Hurricanes. See Hurricanes later. Vonleh trying to cut the lead down to 2. And that one won't go, but a rebound put back up and in. It's a 1-point game. Excuse me, 2-point game. 2-point game as Morgan Maly crashed the offensive glass. Now here's Zimmerman. She'll take the 2. That won't go. Roxy Barahman grabs the board, heads right out to the clearance line. Inside, Vonleh once again battling for position. Missed the point-blank look. Ball's on the ground, and Maly gets it, wraps it around back to Vonleh, and she'll score it, and now it's a 1-point game. Zimmerman backing down her defender. Goes over to Spear. She'll line up the 2 and draw the foul. And we'll see, was this one shot? Her foot must have been inside the 3-point arc, 2-point arc, I should say, but it will be a free throw coming up for Jewel Spear.
Yeah, it looks like she just didn't have enough room to land after that 2-point attempt.
2:55 remaining, a big free throw coming up here for Jewel Spear. And she is able to convert. Pushes the lead back out to 2. Once again, Roxy Barahman underneath, but not a full clearance. You'll see a ref, if he's moving the arm out to the side, that is the signal that the ball was not cleared out past the 3-point arc, and that leads to a turnover. So it takes the point off the board as well. So now back on offense, up by 2, is C2J2. Nared. Oh, what a tough basket. Now the lead's out to 3 as we tick down towards 2.5 minutes remaining. Morgan Maly looking to go down the lane. Picks up her dribble, turns down to 5, and puts it up. Missed everything. It'll go out of bounds and go up top, where C2J2 will take over. Jaime Nared seems to be okay. A bit slow to get up. C2J2's got to send somebody to the bench. They got all 4 out there right now. It'll be Zimmerman to go there. 2 seconds on the shot clock, and it'll actually be Fantastic Four basketball. So 2 on the shot clock. They'll have to get this shot off quickly. So they're trying to get the shot clock organized, and they'll wind it down to 2. So you'll see Roxy Barahman can either take a quick shot or she can try and create position. Barahman is going to have to get this one off. She does in time, nearly knocked it down. Offensive rebound by Fontleroy. That is a big second chance. Goes over to Barahman. That shot won't go, but Vonleh comes away with it. Fontleroy spins, goes up. That one won't go, and the clear by C2J2. They hold on to their 3-point lead. And looking to add to it here is Burdick at the elbow. Jabs, kicks it out. Spear, she'll drive, put up the floater, won't go. Rebound Fontleroy, out to Barahman to clear. Barahman turnaround jumper, won't go. Burdick the rebound into the corner. We're under 2 minutes to play. Catch and shoot 2, might have been partially blocked by Vonleh. Good defense there as they're back on offense. Vonleh gets the position and gets another basket. 7 points for Aaronette Vonleh. Her team back down within 2. With 90 seconds remaining, Nared wide open. The 2 won't go. Fontleroy the rebound once again. This could tie if Barahman knocks it down. She will. And we are all square at 15 with 1:15 remaining in our first quarterfinal day here. Quarterfinal game, I should say, at 3XBA Spokane 2026. Burdick spins in the lane and beats the shot clock with a jumper. Her team back in front, 16-15, under a minute to go. Barahman driving, got to get it off. She does, and she knocks it down. Roxy Barahman has come alive late. 45 seconds remaining. Burdick chases down that errant pass. Down to 4, down to 3. Vonleh in defense, and that'll be a shot clock violation and a chance for the Fantastic Four to take the lead, and we will have a timeout taken by the Fantastic Four. Shaniqua, what an effort by them to get back into this game, and now we'll have a chance to go in front depending if they can get a basket on this ensuing possession.
Yeah, that's how quickly momentum can shift in 3x3. Roxy Barahman hitting that turnaround jumper in the mid-range to tie this thing up.
You get a look at the Fantastic Four huddle. Aaronette Vonleh has been absolutely huge with 7 points, but the last 3 all scored by Roxy Barahman to bring her team even. 37 seconds remaining. There is overtime should we get there, but we have 37 seconds to find a winner first. We'll discuss overtime criteria should we need to. But right now, Morgan Maly has the ball in her hands as the Fantastic Four is looking for the lead. Here's Roxy Barahman. 7 on the shot clock. Drives into the middle. Barahman, floater with the right hand, won't go. Offensive rebound, Morgan Maly. Active hand, Zimmerman. Vonleh takes it away, banks it in, and the Fantastic Four are in front. 8 points for Vonleh. Down to 15 in the game. Inside, Jaime Nared, and a foul committed by the Fantastic Four, but not in the bonus yet. They're 5th, both sides with 5 fouls, as you get a look at the bucket that right now would be the winning score if nothing changes, as we have a timeout taken by C2J2.
Again, pretty good defense initially by C2J2. A couple nice deflections that just didn't end up going their way. Ball ended up right in Vonleh's hands, and she was right where she wants to be in the middle of the paint. So it'll be interesting to see. We talked about this yesterday. C2J and Cierra Burdick, you see, I have noticed she's the only one that brings a whiteboard to these games and is drawing stuff up in crunch time for her team. So it'll be interesting what action they run out of this timeout. No coaches in these huddles either, so this is just player-led. Again, just speaking to the IQ that these players have. So
11.2 seconds remaining, so the shot clock, for all intents and purposes, is off here. A 17-16 lead for the Fantastic Four. C2J2 just used their timeout and will be on offense. Here we go. That's Camille Zimmerman with it. Over to Jaime Nared, back cut, spear, drives, goes up, scores, and we're tied. And then a turnover, and that'll be C2J2 basketball with 3.1 remaining.
Such a smart play out of that timeout by C2J2 to run a little handoff into a backdoor action.
3 seconds remaining. It's Spear with the basketball. Spear looking for room. Still looking. He's got to get the shot off. Nearly banked it in. Instead, we will head to overtime in our first quarterfinal matchup of the day, Shaniqua. Of course we are.
Yeah, absolutely. We've talked about it so often now that these athletes are competitive and they're here to win. So I'm not surprised that on championship day that our first match is going into overtime.
So for everybody tuning in, the way you win in overtime, there is no game clock. There is a shot clock. It is the first team to score 2 points. You do not have to win by 2. So if a team on offense hits a 2-pointer to open up overtime play, that is the game. If you hit a 1-pointer and the other team hits a 2-pointer, that is how it ends. So it's the first team to score 2. We saw Cierra Burdick hit a 2-point shot in overtime to give C2J2 a win yesterday against Team Pressure. It'll be Fantastic Four basketball first. Here's Bella Fontleroy. Over to Aaronette Vonleh. Down to 5 on the shot clock, and that'll be a turnover, so it'll be C2J2 basketball. And again, yesterday when they were in this situation, after getting a stop, they went for the 2-point winner. Zimmerman, Burdick, and Spear out there for C2J2 on offense. Zimmerman, guarded by Barahman. Spear for the win. Won't go. Rebound, Burdick goes back up strong and scores. Now, the Fantastic Four can win if they go for a 2 here. It's tipped out of bounds. It will stay with the Fantastic Four. And they are resetting the shot clock here to 9 seconds. So a chance here for the Fantastic Four. Barahman over to Maly. Maly, guarded by Zimmerman, picks up her dribble, goes to Barahman. 2, down to 1, puts it up, and shot clock violation. And that will go back to C2J2, who now win it with any kind of bucket. Jaime Nared comes off the bench as Jules Spear takes a seat. Aaronette Vonleh back out there for the Fantastic Four on defense as Barahman heads to the bench and tells her team they need to stop. It's Nared to start the possession. Looking for Burdick, now comes off a screen. Inside, Burdick for the win, won't go. Rebound Zimmerman, shot clock reset, she kicks it out. Nared thought about the 2, drives instead, pull-up jumper, that won't go, and Fontleroy the rebound. Fantastic Four have another chance. Inside, that pass, Aaron, out of bounds, and another turnover to go back to C2J2.
I think Vonleh was hoping that there would be a hold call there on Burdick. Pass was a little bit off the path for her to be able to release her positioning to go keep possession.
Spear back on the floor for C2J2 again. Need a basket to win. Nared, shot clock down to 7. Nared drives inside, stops, pulls up. That shot won't go. Burdick, strong rebound underneath the basket, and the winner! Second straight day, she wins the game in OT for her team. Cierra Burdick makes it a 19-17 winner for C2J2. They're off to the semifinals.
And that's the definition of Cierra Burdick's game right there, right? I feel like this entire game she was pretty content with facilitating, setting screens, being a defensive imposer. But then when you need a bucket, she's going to go get you one.
We are just getting started here under the pavilion. Our first quarterfinal game goes to OT. Our second quarterfinal game coming up when we return.